Hi, everybody. I'm live. Gonna be doing a streaming that. All as you can see, it's the Wasp actress, or the Wasp actress, getting cancelled for sticking up or just calling out Trudeau to listen to the Ottawa protesters. Uh, she didn't get cancelled for the shit film she was in, Ant-Man and Wasp. No. Yeah. Hey, pop culture. Yeah, pop culture. Hey, I'll send you the link. I'll, I'll put the link in to sort of thing, but I'll send you it though. I don't. I should really do another ch- group chat thing because, but it's one of them where fucking if some people don't have other people blocked, you can't have them in the group chat and that. But yeah, good to you, Bob Culture. I'll send you the link if you want to pop on, talk about the Wasps getting cancelled. Or I think they're trying to cancel her anyway because she was sticking up for the truckers. And Trudeau's gone proper fucking full on dictator shit, and so he's like, she'll never work in Canada again. Whether she works in the States, America, and that, the other question, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know what. Um, I forget his name. Who played Ant Man? But I don't know what he's gonna say about it. But yeah, don't know. It should be in Ant Man and Wasp 2. Even though I didn't even see Ant Man and Wasp because it was like didn't really even. I watched Ant Man. It was alright, like, but it was like yes. But yeah. Yeah. Evangeline Lilly has become the most recent target of the woke cancel culture mob after the Ant Man and Wasp actress encouraged Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to sit down with the Ottawa trucker protesters, or trucker protesting the country's COVID-19 vaccine mandate, and listen to what they have to say. Oh, here's Bob Culture. Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah, Bob Culture. Yeah, yeah.
Good, good to see you, sir. No, I did not have not heard about this.
Now, so what happened? She was showing support for the truckers. Is that right?
Yeah, just first paragraph here, sort of thing. Because I heard a little about it, because I think it happened a few days ago, sort of thing. Um, but like, I think, but yeah, she apparently she must have tweeted something out. I think, saying that Justin Trudeau should sit down with the Ottawa trucker protesting the country, and
God,
that.
all she has to say is, please just listen to what they have to say, and that's enough to get canceled. Asshole.
Yeah. Oh well, Trudeau's gone proper dictatorship, hasn't he?
Oh yeah. Well,
Like,
so is
yeah.
well, the U.S. is doing the
Oh,
same thing pretty much.
yeah. Well, it's all this fucking commie globalist
Oh, it
takeover.
is.
Oh, here we go. Like you can see the
Is that
thingy
her?
here. Yeah. She looks a bit different, don't she, without all that Hollywood makeup and that, but
Right,
still
but
fuckable.
I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead if you want to finish reading that.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I was just saying, as when she said it, it says in a 5 minute long video where you just seen there. Obviously, you didn't see the video, but a clip shared
Right.
to her social media. Lily addressed Trudeau and has stated, "Dear Prime Minister Trudeau, I want to speak to you today about your current approach to and treatment of our fellow Canadians who are protesting your federal vaccine mandates. They have asked to meet with you, Prime Minister, medical experts, top scientists, doctors, nurses, parents, grandparents, intelligent, loving, concerned citizens," she added, attempting to appeal to his humanity. Humanity.
Humanity.
Yeah, I said humidity there. I was thinking of temperature. Yeah, his humanity. Why won't you sit with them?
And of
Because he's a
course, those are words of war. Their opinion is that that's war.
yeah.
See,
Well,
they're so full of hate and contempt that it is sad. What I don't understand is you have to remember, excuse me, just like the U.S. and your countries, every country now. It's
mm,
not just the governments that feel this way, but it's like at least half of the population or more. They've got a whole, like here in the U.S., they have a whole chunk of the population that are all for this cancel culture, for this Marxism, communism, and all that. So what are you going to do?
yeah. Well, it's one of them where unless the people like in England and that they've stopped the mandates and that, or like um, restrict letting them off, sort of thing. They'll probably bring them, or if the people let them bring them back, they'll bring it back. They'll make you just stay in your house and bring down your uh, economy and that. But
Of course.
yeah, but they just hoping that you just do what they say, and if you don't, then that's when they're fucked because they know there's too many people for them to stop at once anyway.
Right.
So that's why, yeah, that's why they just try and make you just. But it's one of them where's quite a bit of, as I've been saying, like the soying of the culture and that, and so they're hoping that like all the dudes have been wearing tight jeans, drinking soy lattes,
Yep.
and will wear a mask because they've never been in a fight, and so they don't want to argue.
No, and they actually that's the problem is they have the people, the brainwashing and the media. They have everyone divided. So
Mm,
if the people would just unite against the government, everything would change overnight. But they won't because the government has mental control over such huge chunks of the population.
yeah, well, it's the propaganda from the commie globalists that's been going on for years.
Yep.
Where some governments like England and that, where Boris Johnson he's been getting a bit of shit for doing lockdowns, having parties and all that, but he knows, like, oh yeah, if the public start kicking off, then I've got a good excuse to like be like, right, all right, then, well, we'll lift all the mandates. The people are going to be rioting. Where if the people don't start kicking off in that, then if they want to lift the mandates, the commie globalists get on the back saying, "Why are you lifting the mandates? There's no need. The people are fucking not doing shit." And so it's one of them where it's like jail, where they're trying to get fucking people confined to the cells.
And now they've gotten to the point where you have people that are thanking them for the lockups. Oh, thank you for the lockups. Thank you for the isolation. It makes me feel so much safer.
Yeah,
That's when you know the propaganda is very effective.
yeah. Well,
I was just gonna say what's worse too is I don't know about where you're at, but here in the U.S. And by the way, I'm a retired teacher, so the reason why I mention that is because now here in the U.S. I wouldn't trust any of the teachers because now they're all communists and Marxists, and that's all they're teaching is racism, bigotry, critical race.
yeah.
All these horrible things. I mean, they totally anti-government, totally anti-patriotic, anti-family.
Yeah. Well, the parents are getting to the
Well, there's a few parents that are trying to fight back. But have you seen now though, where they've outlawed that? Now they're calling it the Department of Justice, and they're labeling those parents as domestic terrorists, and they're having them arrested if they speak out.
Yeah. I have heard about. I didn't know how bad it's getting because, like in some states, though, they ruled well against it.
States, you mean there, or you mean in the U.S.?
In the U.S., I think Texas and that.
You might have the state against it, but I don't know if I trust the teachers.
Yeah. Well, there has been a few kids, though, haven't they, that just been filming the teachers who's been kicking off at them because they haven't fucking worshipped the LGBTQ fucking flag. So.
Well, here's what's interesting. I mean, because here's something that's always bothered me, but it's not okay. Forgive me if it's a little politically incorrect, because it's never safe to say so. But it seems like disruption and crimes are always okay if a woman commits the crimes and commits whatever the problem is. If it was a bunch of male teachers doing this, they would put a stop to it immediately. Here's an example. Okay, we all went to school. We all like I said, I'm a retired teacher. We all went to school. We all grew up. We went to like grammar or grade school, middle school, high school, whatever it's called, wherever you're at, college, all of it. Okay, but let me ask you this, okay? Because I wondered this even when I was a kid. I wondered this: why is it okay to? Okay, I don't know how old you are, but when I was a kid, we used to shower after physical education, after PE. They had showers and they had lockers. So you would go out and you would do PE or whatever your exercises or play baseball, whatever. Then you would go back to the gym and you would shower, put your clothes on, and then go to the next class afterwards. Okay.
Yeah.
But even when I was a kid, I was always curious about why was it always okay for the women PE coaches to be lesbian? And nobody ever asked or questioned that.
Yeah, well, it's because they're good at sports.
Yeah, exactly. But you're not talking about, okay, imagine this. Okay, let's put the shoe on the other foot. What would happen if they only had gay men being coaches? What do you think people would think?
Yeah, well, is that a thing with women, though? As you say, they get let off with look because it's like, well, she's a woman. She ain't gonna do all bad.
Exactly. And it's the same way when they're sexual predators. It's the same way when they molest children, they get off easy. It's the same way when they abuse men, or in home environments. Whenever the police are called, they always arrest the man. Doesn't matter what happens.
Well, that's what happens when you have women.
I know here in the United States, I know
Be
that they
careful.
said 80% of domestic violence is committed by women, but they get away with it because the
Yeah.
cops come in and they're men, and they always think, "Well, I'm going to protect the poor little lady," and they haul the man off every single time.
Yeah. Because
And guess what happens? The woman keeps the house. The woman makes all these false accusations. And by the way, the woman keeps the kid. Makes false
Well, let's not
accusations.
label all women like that. But you are right though, because in lesbian relationships and gay relationships, as in female homosexuals and male homosexuals, the female have more violent call outs and that.
Well, when I was a teacher, there was a high school. And here's what happened. There was a high school. And what the school would do is they would ask for parent volunteers to come in and kind of like watch the kids like yard duty. They called it yard duty. Okay. So like when the kids were on break or recess, parents would volunteer to come in and kind of watch over the kids during recess. Okay. They discovered that one of them was a child predator, that she had a record of molesting children. But you know what? They actually defended and said, but it's okay. She's a woman.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're the weaker sex. But anyway, back to this article.
Yeah, go ahead. Jens, go ahead and continue. I need to go use the restroom. I'll be right back, sirs. I apologize. I'll be right back.
Yeah. You're saying like actress Evangeline Lilly calls on Prime Minister Trudeau to make unfying Canadians his priority right now. He seems to be asking him to employ the most Canadians of all virtues, diplomacy, negotiations, and compromise. Virtues that have kept us peaceful and prosperous for 152 years. Oh, now she's telling him his job, so no wonder she's getting cancelled. Yeah. If you are so convinced of your own reasons for the mandates, sit down and walk the leaders of the group of 2.3 million protesters across the country. Well, Trudeau ain't going to do that. He'd only meet people who are not all that bright when it comes to politics. Because anyone with a sense of politics knows that he's a commie fucking globalist puppet. And it doesn't matter what he wants to do, is what his masters tell him. Yeah, so she wants him to lead a group of 2.3 million protesters across the country who represent many millions more across the nation, and explain it to them and ask them to listen with open hearts and minds, and then act the same sort of thing back to them. Reciprocate. Lily encouraged Trudeau, fuck crazy bitch. She's talking to him like he's a fucking leader. It's like asking Beastman to fucking talk to the people of It's not Thunderic. That's fucking that. Thundercats. Oh shit! I forgot what. But anyway, there's no point because Skeletor Troll will just come in and stop Beastman.
Okay, I am back, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Miss Smokes. Oh, you're saying like fucking. Yep. Hey, Hamster. Hey,
Oh,
right,
we're getting some visitors. Nice.
Hey, if you want the link, man, I'll send you the link. Wanna pop on, talk about Trudeau and well,
Hunstar. Yeah, I've seen him in some of the other chats. Nice. Trying to think where
yeah,
I've seen him. I've seen him on karaoke, I think. Yeah, and some of the other channels.
yeah, he does a quiz like in game night sort of thing.
Yeah, Jens. I'm
Yeah.
hoping to start adding a lot more content to my channel. It's like I don't have anything on there, so I'm hoping to start adding stuff.
Oh
Stuff
yeah,
that's
hey,
hopefully interesting, not boring stuff. Hopefully.
yeah, I can help you out, sort of thing. But look at this bastard. I won't pop up. Fucking
Yeah, you got a
VUN.
troll.
That's a troll. Yeah, it's like if they said something like "all right" or "hello" sort of thing, then you won't think it was a fucking bot sort of thing. So block that bastard.
You know, when you think about it, the people who actually program the bots, why do they bother when we all know they're bots? We're not going to respond to it, so I don't understand the point.
Or what they do is when you're on a live stream, the fuck it, the like computer algorithm sort of thing sees people and it registers the time they watch and that. And if you have people coming in and staying for your full stream or whatever, then the analysts sort of thing of the computer sort of internet thinks, oh yeah, well they like it, so they could come in, only stop for about a minute or so, and then fuck off. So the computer thinks, oh well, they didn't like it, they only stopped 2 minutes.
Oh, so you think
So
okay? That's what I was wondering. So they don't do it to gain profit or any kind of money. You think they do it to make it look like your algorithm is bad, like people
yeah,
don't like your channel?
yeah, it's to fuck up your algorithm. So your time that like people spend watching, it thinks, oh well, there was one person that came in and didn't like it, so it can't be that good.
I've asked around and I asked people when they, I don't think it was LDG Pickles, but I asked people that if YouTube can tell how long you've watched videos, and I was told no. But is that wrong? People, the YouTube can tell.
Yeah, as the album, but it's all bullshit because once you fucking go against their fucking like commie globalist sort of fucking social justice warrior, fucking woke, fucking critical race theory, fucking shit, it just puts you as in the like bad bunch of like, oh yeah, well we're definitely not going to fucking. In fact, they start taking views off you if you start getting too good. Because
Yep.
like there's loads of YouTubers who like got fucking not many views, but it's because they take views off them. You then probably give them to fucking shit sort of like YouTubers who just fucking pants around screaming
Right.
for fucking reparations and that. Look,
Here's
fucking
another one.
yeah, I think it's the same one. He's fucking he's trying for it, and he though. Give him that.
Struggling, huh?
Well, no, yeah, persistence,
Hey,
and he's
hey, Ivan Popov, leave a like. Stupid. Hey, did I tell you being here for? I mean, well, as a reminder, I'm in the U.S. and specifically I'm in California. Today I went to do business at a location, and I was ignored because of the color of my skin, because the guy operating it was black, and he ignored me and wouldn't let me in. Isn't that nice? And I walked away, and then a black person walked up, and he immediately let them in. How's that, huh?
Mm.
Don't you love the hatred? But of course, we're not allowed to talk about this, are we? And guess what? The black on Asian crime is skyrocketing here in the U.S., and the press is afraid to talk about it.
Yeah.
There's
I
video.
don't mean-
I worked in the Bay Area of California, and another Asian couple was attacked just yesterday, of course. And there's video. They're sitting at a bus stop, and two black guys. Not only do the black guys mug them, but they have to beat them and knock them to the ground and start kicking them just for good measure.
You fucking hell. Yeah, right, Bone. Yeah, yeah. Can't stay. But have a good stream. Yeah.
Hey, Bone, good to see you. Have a good night. Well, that's good. At least people are stopping by to say hello and goodbye. We need to put a sign up, hello, everybody. When you stop by, click the like before you leave. But I don't know. It just saddens me because it just seems like here in the U.S., we've got a lot of different races of people here from all over the world, a lot of different types of people from all these different countries. But we're letting one race out of all of them, a minority, 13% of our population, overrun the country. And I don't understand why. They're committing crimes and everything and getting away with it. They're doing everything they want, and nobody wants to go after them. Every TV show and movie now is flooded with them. Every commercial, every time I see an advertisement, it is 13%.
Well, that's because you're a bunch of pussies and they think you're fucking soy bitches.
Well, they are. I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah. By the way, if you are so convinced of your own reasons for the mandates, she's saying to Trudeau, sit down and walk the lead. Oh, yeah. What's it?
By the way, on a side note, Jens, I hear you play the guitar. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
One of these days, I need to hear that. Yeah. So, you have a stream
right.
where you guys play music or something. Is that correct?
No, I've done a stream before, but I can get my guitar out in a bit after, like, give it like a few more minutes and that. Well,
it's okay. You don't have to tonight. I'm supposed to be stopping over at Jedi Bill stream in a little bit, but I was thinking that maybe if you have another stream where you play music and stuff, I'd like to hear it. And now, when I heard that, I kind of laughed because yesterday I remember when we were talking about when Pickles was playing that horrible sissy music. I know I can see why you don't like it. I completely understand.
Yeah. I like Marvin, but some people, can be a bit too shit.
No, Oasis and all that garbage. No, Crying Soy Boys, Backdoor Boys. Forget it.
All right, Cam. Yeah, I think I sent you the link. Yeah, I'm sure I did. So.
Cam, hail. Cam's still awake and nice. Yeah, he was over on Captain Cockney's spot earlier.
Yeah,
I think he's Captain Cockney again.
Yeah.
Man, it is cold here where I'm at. I'm freezing. Got to turn my heater on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she listen to the upper parts and they reciprocally encourage Trudeau. Yeah. Then listen to what they have to say with a mind open and hearing things that might go against the ideas you are entrenched in. Well, no, that's why he ain't going to listen to the people, is he?
No,
Trudeau.
No.
She continued. Maybe there are solutions that we can bring Canadians together right now that you have not considered.
No, he's got too much power. He's not going to give it up. They're not going to hand the keys over to anybody.
No. She just thinks Trudeau's like a decent human being who fucking is in charge of Canada.
Well, not only that though, I give her credit. She's trying to make peace, but you can't make peace with a dictator, right? You can't make peace with
No,
somebody who's power hungry. It's just not going to happen.
no, that is not happening. You're right there. I mean, if she went over to Trudeau's fucking office where he fucking resigns and that, she probably won't leave nowadays. She'd probably be
Nope.
ending up in a fucking Canadian
A
jail.
political prisoner. Look
Yeah.
look at the U.S. Okay, a year ago on January 6th, they arrested all those protesters from our capital. Did you know that they are still in jail without being charged?
Yeah. Some of them got out, didn't they? But well, some of them are still in. But
While the riots continue with the black people and the Antifa.
Well, what's his name? The fucking Sherman. The fucking what did they call him? Oh shit! I forget. There was so much shit. Oh, the Viking Sherman or something, or whatever he was called.
You mean
the
here
Viking?
in the US, right?
It was the fucking picture everyone saw of the fucking dude with the Viking helmet at. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm going to have to fucking get his name because, like, fucking...
Viking helmet. You mean with the horns?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Oh. Well, anyway, he admitted to, like, breaking a fucking trespassing fucking violation. So he got 3 years.
3 years. What about all those people that have been burning down the cities and the riots, the assaults, the rapes, and the robberies, burning down private businesses, attacking federal buildings and courthouses and police stations? Oh, but no, they're okay, right? Because of the color of their skin, right?
Yeah. That's what it was called, the QAnon Shaman.
Oh, QAnon, that's another one of those hate organizations, right?
No, but he was well up because he was like fucking in there thinking he was freeing the fucking America fucking legislations.
Jeez, this country is shot to hell.
Oh, you remember him? Oh, fucking hell. Here we go, this picture. If you don't fucking remember this picture, this was like one of the fucking thingy pictures. Oh,
did you see what Cam said?
No, but I was saying, hey Jens, link's expired. It said you ended almost 2 hours ago. Oh no, there we go. There's Cam though. Yeah, Cam.
There you are. Good to see you again.
Oh, there I am. Fuck. I don't know what was going on. Hey, Jens, thanks, man, for sending me the link, brother.
Yeah. Well, no problem. We were just talking about the QAnon chairman that like did the January the 6th.
Oh yeah.
I remember him. But I was going to share a picture.
How about all the money everyone stole from BLM?
Oh yeah.
BLM, the richest terrorist organization in the United States.
Right? Hey, how you doing, Super?
I am doing great. Good to see you again. I've seen that picture. Who is that?
It's that QAnon shaman.
Yeah, that's the QAnon shaman. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like one of the first ones in there, right? And I was saying he admitted to like doing a fucking trespassing fucking felony, and he got 3 years.
Never admit to anything. Shut your mouth and say I want a lawyer.
Right, never admit to anything and never volunteer for anything.
He probably thought, "Oh yeah, you're getting out."
Well,
Yeah.
I
He's
think
got
he
the
thought
wrong
he would,
skin
you
color.
know, he thought Trump would, you know, step in and pardon them all and shit.
Trump
And
is against white
he
supremacy.
didn't. He
Trump is
didn't.
not a Trump is not a white supremacist. He's against that. He's said so many times.
Trump is a capitalist. Trump is about making money.
Yes, he is, but he's not a white supremacist, and he never supported the white supremacist organizations,
I'm
Antifa,
not
none of
saying
those.
I'm not saying that he does. I'm saying like I know the guy that he dealt with to try to make Trump Tower happen in Moscow. I used to work for him in New York. The guy's name is Felix Sater. Last
Well,
name spelled Sierra Alpha Tango Echo Romeo.
well, just
Right?
to make
His
it
name
clear,
is
I did not
Felix
vote for
Sater.
Trump. I'm not a fan of Trump. I didn't vote for him,
I'm
but I
not a
know he's
fan.
not.
I'm
I
not
know
a
he's not a
fan
white
either. I'm just
supremacist.
saying I know the guy who he worked with as his go-between with Putin. I used to work for him in New York City at
All right.
Schuster Newman Brothers,
Okay. So what did they do? What happened with him and Putin?
and nothing ever happened because Putin never took him seriously.
Hey,
Exactly.
Captain, let's pop.
Right.
I'll send you the
All
link if you want to pop on.
Captain Marty. Yeah, all those accusations the Democrats did and the eavesdropping and spying, we found out there was never any collusion between Trump and Russia, and the only reason why they did that was because they were hiding the collusion between Biden, Obama, and China.
Yeah.
That's what the left do.
I wouldn't go that far, but I would say that it was a smokescreen to cover up what the main deal was. Is that all right? There's a white side to Deutsche Bank, and there's a black side to Deutsche Bank. Okay, and Deutsche Bank is one of the biggest banks in the world. They're bigger than Barclays. They're bigger than Lloyd's. They're bigger than anybody you want to name on Wall Street. Okay. And Deutsche Bank laundered more money for the Russians and for Putin himself than anybody in the world. Putin is the richest man in the world. He is richer than the Sultan of Brunei. Now, everything's not in his name, but no one spends a penny of that money unless Putin lets them.
Yeah, well, it's all for Mother Russia. But anyway,
it's all that oil. They got all the oil, and they got all the minerals. Mineral rights, man. Mineral rights, you know, and precious metals.
Yeah, Russia's got some good fucking source materials, haven't they? Like fucking to get like vodka is probably the best one to fucking make. But anyway, the Wasp Factory, so further explained, you unify people by finding solutions together, not by vilifying those who say there is a better way. What we need right now from our leaders is unsophistication.
You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
Yeah. And that requires being willing to see, recognize, and hear from the people sitting out in the cold at your door. Lily Edge, the Canadian Prime Minister. Yeah, well, Trudeau, he knows the honey don't work no more.
Well, when you wear so much blackface that it's hard to get it off, you got a problem. And Trudeau, he's a product of nepotism. His dad was a big deal in Quebec independence movement and the Quebec.
His dad was from Cuba, I think you'll find. But
well, that's what they like to say. You know what I mean? His mom was in Cuba. His dad was in Canada, but his mom was in Cuba.
Yeah, well, we all know them stories of the fucking missus not wanting to tell the bloke that it's not his kid. But,
Right. But
yeah.
but his dad was a big wheel in Canadian politics, and Canadian politics has always revolved around the province of Quebec, because for the longest time the province of Quebec was the most economically powerful province in Canada, because it had all the industry and it had all the relationships with France and Europe.
No,
And
it's still got some power because they got the
well,
fucking guards out.
Bombardier is one of the biggest companies in Canada, and it's based in Quebec, in the province of Quebec. And they sold planes and they sold trains, like subway cars and everything. They built all that kind of stuff, and they did it all in Quebec, and they made lots and lots of money. And Quebec was the economic powerhouse of Canada. And
Yeah,
if you were if you were the head,
made into a powerhouse of fucking horse trampling fucking on people house. It'd be like, oh yeah, you want some processors getting trampled on? Go to Quebec. They got the right horses. But yeah, even though Lily is left leaning, celebrity open support of the truckers' freedom convoy drew the array of the cancel culture mob, who responded to her video by clamoring for the address to be cancelled and a Marvel character recast. The most famous story ever told, playwright Paul Rudnick wrote a patch for a new reality show. Eventually, Lily, Kevin Sorbo, Scott Burrows, Susan Sarandon, Chris Allen, and John Violet are left on the remote island without food or water. This is the whole pitch. Well, a new film ain't gonna be going down if it's left to them. But it sounds a shit anyway, doesn't it? It's like, that sounds shit.
well, it's just, you got to follow the money, and the money has always been in Quebec.
All right, yeah, well, it's all over sort of like fucking.
It's always been in Quebec, and it's always been in Montreal.
Yeah.
I mean, it may not be the capital of Canada, but it's the economic capital of Canada.
Yeah, well, it's all over.
Somebody
Like,
take
the
a piss.
now, isn't it, sort of thing, because fucking there's a globalist fucking place now. Canada. It's run by globalists.
I mean, the parliament and everything, that's all in Ottawa, right? And everyone is Ottawa. But when you talk about the economic drivers of Canada is a vast place that is very underpopulated, and the main ports with the St. Lawrence Seaway and everything, it all runs through Montreal. Everything from Europe runs through Montreal. And if you control the politics in Montreal, you control the money flow to the rest of Canada. And even when they found diamonds and all that good stuff that they found, and the minerals and everything, it all just runs through Montreal. Montreal is the key to Canada.
Yeah, well, they just went to Ottawa for some reason, but whatever it was, Trudeau didn't like it because it was that Brigsdale, wasn't it, that stopped fucking the American fucking imports. So that's why he got a bit pissed off. But so Evangeline Lilly went straight from anti-vax mandates to defending sticker waving arseholes, asserted asserted user at GSBCE 10F4. That might spell something, but I can't be asked. That's just great. I hope she remembers that freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. Well, whoever this fucking gotta save Bucky is, yeah, fucking doesn't like free speech, does he?
Well, and Quebec has always been a hotbed of Marxist thought.
Yeah, well, it's all been Marxist, hasn't it, since probably the 90s? Because it all got like where the left came into the middle and that, and then people voted them in, and then once it got voted in, they went straight out back to the commie fucking like side. But it's one of them where it's globalists, and I've watched a lot of Bond films, all of them practically, and it's where people with lots of money just want to make fucking the world into their little plaything, and so fucking they get people to do shit for them.
Well, and I mean, if you know anything about Montreal and Quebec City,
It don't really matter though. Globalists,
right? They're complete globalists, and they're more like it's more like Europe there than any other place in North America.
Totally. That was a fucking bad sign. But anyway, I repeat, racist and immediate cried the woke Twitter user. They should recast letter right. That's I think the Wasp. They should recast Avenger Lily. Ain't nothing that special about them. They are much more talented and sane actors out there who can take up their spot and make the set a safe space.
I don't want to see the Wasp. They need to get rid of the Wasp. I don't want to see the Wasp anymore. You know,
No.
when they first introduced it in the first movie at the end where they hinted and said, okay, Wasp is going to be in the next movie, I thought, great, that'll be nice to see a team, a duo, to go, you know, and do things together. But no, the second movie was the Wasp and Ant-Man in the background.
Yeah,
with a horrible, the bad guy, that female ghost thing. That movie was shit.
I didn't watch it. I was like, fuck. Yeah,
right. They totally cucked whatever his face is, Ant-Man. Right. He was like a cameo in his own movie because immediately it was girl power all the way. She, and it's like, oh hell no.
Nah, I didn't watch it. But are you seeing this dude? It is small, but like he's got some earphone cams around his neck and that, and he's asking for safe spaces, and so he's tried to make himself look like he's a hip fucking
safe
like
spaces
DJ dude, but he needs a safe space.
The guy Paul Rudd, he played Wasp. Yeah,
That's it, Paul Rudd.
he played Ant-Man.
Yeah, he
Right.
played that man. Say he didn't play Wasp. I know that.
Well, every
No,
every
he
movie,
played he played Ant-Man.
right,
Yeah.
in every movie, his role is getting smaller and smaller, and the women's roles are getting bigger and bigger. Remember now, we're talking about Disney here, people.
Yeah, and Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah, that's her name.
She played the Wasp, and she made her big break on Lost.
Yeah, another
With
shit pro.
Bad
Which was
Robot
shit. I never
and
watched
J.J.
Lost because it
Abrams.
was Jar Jar Abrams, and it was shit.
Right. Well, and they had no plan, much like Star Wars.
Like
Lost.
everything Jar Jar has done, right? Exactly.
It
The
had no
mystery
plan.
box, right? The
They
mystery
had
box.
no ending.
Yeah, well,
You know, the
They
dumbest
didn't know
ones
where
are
we
the
were
people.
going.
The
that was
stupidest
because
ones. The stupidest ones are the viewers who watched it week after week, actually thinking it was going to amount to something. Those are the stupid ones. The
Yeah, well,
producer is the
they
one that laughed
stretched
his
it,
way to the
didn't they?
bank. Just remember that.
I think it was only supposed to go for 2 seasons, and they stretched it like for about 4 or 5, wasn't it?
Well, just like with Game of Thrones and just like with Star Wars, who's laughing their way to the bank?
Well, I think
JJ laughed he laughed his way all the way into being the most powerful man in Hollywood.
Right, and right. Star Trek and Star Wars, he laughed his way all the way to the bank as he drained those franchises dry to where now they're worthless.
I think though it was a case of they didn't laugh when the ending came out, like with Game of Thrones, and then like the DVD sales have gone down.
They
But
didn't
it's all
care. They
propaganda.
made their
It's
money.
all
They made their
propaganda.
money, and they're getting
It's all-
residuals. They don't care how it ended.
No, it's all propaganda. They're making shit programs to make people fucking get used to seeing shit, terrible.
Jens,
things.
think about this. Okay, Game of Thrones. Oh, here's an example. I never watched it because I knew it was shit from the beginning. But how many seasons did it last? Is my question.
8.
7.
Okay, here's my answer. The reason why is by the time they got to the end, they didn't give a fuck because they knew they were so rich, and the residuals on the repeats and the resales, they don't care how it ends. At that point, they made their money. They're going home. It's like saying, you can hang around, you can stick around, but I'm leaving. And the fans they're left high and dry, and they don't give a fuck because George R. R. Martin, everybody made their money, their millions, and they're going to continue making money because they get what's called residuals.
Oh yeah.
So the fans are idiots. They can actually keep it up hope, thinking, well, maybe they'll eventually do this again and fix this and do that. No, they won't. They made their money. They're laughed their way to the bank, and they went home. People don't realize that, especially these shit. But sorry, these
Well,
people
well,
that
that's
are
because there's
grazing
people
over.
out there.
I hear
There's some
these
people out
these YouTubers that are basically salivating over like Boba Fett and Star Wars and that shitty Ghostbusters, thinking, well, it's kind of like Star Wars and kind of like Ghostbusters, but I guess I like it. But screw you. As long as you keep accepting it, we're going to keep getting garbage.
Yeah, well, the Boba Fett, I've been telling everyone, but I think it's too masculine action for some people to fucking bear it. But it's like the action in it is real good. If you want real good storyline,
on Disney Plus, or masculine action on Disney Plus.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you would have seen what fucking Kathleen Kennedy wanted to do with that fucking thing, Boba Fett, and it's going in the right direction. I like the Mandalorian and all, and so.
Well, and that's why halfway through Boba Fett, they went, we've screwed the pooch here. And so they took 2 episodes of The Mandalorian and threw in some member berries. And everyone was like, oh, they're turning it around. It's gonna end up being good. And
Yeah. Well,
and then it didn't.
Well, no. I thought it was all right. It was because they had to fucking deal with Kathleen Kennedy are fucking it up. It was one of them jobs where they was fucking salvaging a piece of shit. There was trying to salvage somehow of that piece of shit that Kathleen Kennedy thought would be good.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, and the whole Vespa chicklet bikes, that was all Kathleen Kennedy.
Mm.
The mod gang, you know,
speculation. How do you guys know any of this? How do you guys know what she is or is not involved in?
It was shit. Because it was shit and Gary.
Right. How do you know it wasn't shit? Because of fucking Jon Favreau and the other guy, Dave Filoni.
Because when they were in trouble, right? Like usually Dave Filoni and especially Favreau are on the ground making these films, right? Or making these TV shows. And when they found themselves in trouble, when there was backlash from the fans, they had to call Jon Favreau, who was nowhere near the production. He was in Atlanta shooting something else.
Yeah, probably Mandalorian season 3.
Right. And they called him up and they were like, look, we're in deep shit here. You got to come back and you got to fix this shit.
Yeah.
And so what he did was he came back from Atlanta and he did 2 episodes from The Mandalorian. He brought in Luke Skywalker and the fucking child, and he turned it around for 2 episodes and set him back on track. And then he went back to what he was doing in Atlanta and left him to finish up. And they fucking screwed the pooch.
Right, exactly. So why did you keep giving them credit?
Well, no, because it was going to be... It's like if someone fucks your hair up and that, and you go to a barber's and they make it look half decent, you don't start complaining, oh, yeah, you could have done better. It's like, yeah, but your hair was half fucked up anyway.
Right. Right. They were like, oh, you were half screwed, and I made you only a quarter screwed.
Yeah.
No, it's like okay. It's like you had this
nasty... Jensen, pop culture. Yeah.
No, it's like you had this nasty uncle who comes in every night and rapes you in the middle of the night. But it's okay because every now and then the other uncle comes in and says, "Don't worry, everything will be okay."
Well, that's what it is. Dark, yeah, that's took a dark fucking turn. I don't know about that. It was more like an uncle comes in and like rapes you, and then you get another uncle who comes in who just gives you a kiss good night.
Right. We're not all bad. He whispers in your ear, "Don't worry, we're not all bad."
Don't fucking bring the stream into that sort of fucking realm. Let me finish this article. Let me finish this article up anyway.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Marvel actress Evelyn Lilly, who plays Wasp in the Ant-Man movie, defended the Canadian truckers from Trudeau corporate media outlets for smearing them as racist and misogynistic. But yeah,
well, because Evangeline Lilly knows that she's going to get to star in the next movie, which means her payday is going to be even bigger.
Yeah. Well, brutal. Blue Ray Angel, should it be? Because there's no spaces. Fuck you up on that. She wrote, I have 2 choices to play Wasp in the MCU when Evelyn Lilly gets replaced after Ant-Man.
Evangeline.
Yeah, Evangeline Lilly gets replaced after Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantum.
Quadrumania or some shit.
Yeah, putting for Jennifer Garner and
Garner. Oh no, because there's no way. No way.
So-
It'll be a quote person of color. If anything, if she's replaced, it'll be by a quote because I'm not allowed to say black.
Well,
So
no,
person of color.
Dr. Blu-ray Angel. Blu-ray Angel's going for them two anyway.
Well, Jennifer Garner.
It's gonna be shit anyway. It's gonna be shit.
That's the bitch that played Elektra in the Daredevil movie.
Right,
know.
right. And
She
and wasn't she was on a TV show where she was a spy, right?
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch television.
Yeah, my mate watched it. Oh, it was called something like Alina or something like that.
Yeah, and that was like a big breakout hit for her.
It sounds like
And-
it wasn't much of a hit. It didn't last very long, did it?
It only made it maybe like 2 or 3 seasons.
Female-led action, right? There's a reason why you don't get fucking female-led sport topping
Right.
male sport because it's shit.
Right.
Yeah, female-led action. It's gonna be shit.
Unless they're naked, right? Unless they're naked.
Basically, taking a bunch of soy-nerd bitches and making them do an action film. It's gonna be shit. But just replace Aveline. Aveline.
Just call her Lily. Just call her Lily.
Yeah,
Just call that bitch Lily.
Jennifer
Lily.
already echoed Danielle Plus. Yeah. So Danielle's wanting her to be replaced. Oh, look at this soy bitch. COVID-19 enthusiastic at Needle of Aaron of Pins.
Well, I like this. It says that she went from Canadian actress Evangeline Lilly went from kooky, crunchy, anti-vaxxer lady to right-wing, pro-Canadian trucker shill in 0 to 60 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's acting.
I presently have metaphorically whiplashed from sudden deceleration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, apparently,
So-
she took the right pill and the light came on, huh?
Yeah,
I
but
can't be
look at
happy
it.
with some of them.
Well,
Yeah,
well, she could see which way the wind was blowing. Like,
look at
like
Daft
that,
Punk
that's
though.
she's an opportunistic
Yeah, but you
shit.
seen this Daft Punk's name?
Yes.
He's put Kenneth of House of Faza, and then he's got fucking vaccination jabs first of his name.
Hello,
Well, but I
Jill. We have been ignoring you,
obviously
Jill.
he's
Good
very
to see
much
you.
a fuck, though, isn't he? You know, would you hang around with someone like that? You know,
Not me personally, I wouldn't. But Jill, good
No,
to see
but
you. Are you going to join us?
I might walk down a dark alley with them if they've got a fat wallet.
Yeah.
Two men. Two men walk down. Two men walk down a dark alley. One of them has a fat wallet, and when they walk out, only one guy walks out, and he's got the fat wallet.
Yeah. Well, he may have sucked some cock to get that fat wallet because we didn't see exactly what happened. So.
Well, I ain't talking about sucking no cock.
Walk down a dark alley.
I'm talking about giving them the Glasgow surprise.
Well, that still could be a blowjob depending on which Glasgow you talk to, because the Scottish won't want to admit it, but there is gay rent boy Scottishman.
Yeah, well, I ain't one of them.
Quietly replaced.
You know what I'm talking about, Jens. You know.
No, I don't.
Because
Well,
all I do know is
what I'm saying is you know, sometimes people get robbed in dark alleys.
right, yeah, and they also can get blowjobs down dark alleys. But we
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I
We're gonna
ain't
talk about
sucking no
Eva
cock.
Green. Because
For
what about
money.
Eva Green to replace Lily, Miss Lily?
I
with
mean, a
Eva
hot
Green?
chick, yeah, you know, she sucked him off, but
I don't even know who Eva Green is.
if two men are walking in a dark alley and one's got a fat wallet and the other guy needs some cash, maybe one guy falls asleep in
Let's
the
not
alley.
go down that route again. Let's not go down that route again. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Katie Chow's. Yeah, Katie.
Hey, let's keep it clean, guys. There's a lady in the room. Anti-derivative Jill is here, so come on,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sorry, anti-derivative
Hello,
Jill.
Jill.
yeah, look. You're like, culture.
Yeah, she doesn't need to hear this.
The fucking bot again. Look at that. Fucking what that? Fucking block you.
I was thinking more of a little the old kibosh, a little the old ultra violence, you know.
Well, I don't promote unnecessary violence on my show. Well, Alternative Jill says bot. Yeah, it was. It's cool. And that, yeah, and Keely Chow says, "What's going on?" Well, we're talking about the Wasp actress, Elavina Lilly, getting cancelled for supporting
Lily.
the
Right,
Canadian
Lily.
truckers. Yeah, and then Alternative Jill says, "Hi, at Keely Chow," and hey, you don't have to change your language for me. No, we do, because it was getting disgusting. And
We love you, Jill, and we want to show you the respect you deserve. Hey, Keely, man. Hey, roll
Appreciate
tide, brother.
yeah, and look at this. Mushy Sparrow. He just can't wait for her to be announced to be replaced. He don't give a fuck.
Right.
Who's replacing her. He's like, just replace her already.
You know, all this is under the assumption that they'll make another Ant-Man movie. We still don't know that for sure.
Yeah, you're right. This is like fucking talking about a daydream in it. But anyway,
But I think they will. I think they will because it's a cash cow. They made a lot of money.
Yeah.
They made a lot of money for not a lot of expenditure in the Ant-Man movies.
The
They-
second one
they
made a
didn't
lot
ex-
less than the first one, so
There we
But
go.
they never expected it to make any money to begin with. Ant-Man isn't even a B character. He's a C character. And
that's a matter of opinion. I used to read the comic books, but okay, that's a matter of opinion.
yeah, I mean, look, he's a good character. I liked him too, but he's not. And I mean, Iron Man was only a B character before they started making the movies.
I used
you
to read
know-
Iron Man comics as well, but okay.
Yeah, well,
I think it all depends on people's awareness of them.
He wasn't Spider-Man.
No, let's not
He
argue about
wasn't Spider-Man. He wasn't
No,
Thor.
let's not
I didn't say he
argue how
was,
shit
but
the Wasp
okay.
is. Yeah, let's not argue how shit the Wasp is because there's fucking people here like George A. Miller who is looking forward to Ant-Man 3 and he says if Evangeline Lilly could be replaced with Neve Campbell. I don't even know who that is neither. And so
Yeah, she used to be
I
on
don't
Party
know.
of Five, and she was in the Scream movies.
well, anyway, yeah, she's a good looking bird, isn't it?
Oh yeah, she's a good looking girl.
Yeah.
Oh hell
that's
no,
what
no
fucking
plastic.
George is
Plastic
for.
and makeup is all she is. She's not good looking. Plastic
look.
and makeup and facelifts. Who cares
Well,
about
look,
that?
Hey, easy. She's a Campbell. We all
No,
think.
if they're gonna replace,
just fucking be quiet for a sec. Look, he's like Neve Campbell, Ant-Man 3.
I'm all for it. So yeah,
No, if
Joe
no,
all
if they're
for
gonna
it.
replace the Wasp, it needs to be Melissa McCarthy and no one else.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you're going for then. But anyway,
I want another loudmouth, irritating, ugly uh, screen character that makes me want to puke in my pants. Yeah, so let's get more of that.
Yeah, because she made Ghostbusters 2016 such a hit.
Oh yeah, in fact, that was a master cast of her and Bigfoot and whoever the other one was with the raccoon eyes. Wonderful, huh?
Yeah,
well,
beautiful.
well, let's not talk about other shit movies. Like, but look at Rob Tex Shanna. If Marvel recast Evangeline Lilly, I think many fans would not know the difference. And let's be honest, if you did, would you care? So Rob doesn't give a fuck.
The
And,
people who
and
would care won't be in the theaters to watch it.
exactly, it's gonna be the normies who wouldn't know the difference anyway.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not even going to go. I didn't even go see Ant-Man 2, so I'm not going to go see Ant-Man 3.
After what they've done to the Hulk, which is one of my most favorite characters, I really don't care about Marvel or any of their shit in the future. Because what they've done to him is the worst.
Yeah, well, anyway, Pharrell Mizzo has got the sort of like the same idea. Love seeing Evangeline Lilly kiss her career goodbye. So
Yeah,
no love lost there.
What career?
Yeah.
What career? I mean, Lost and Ant-Man, that doesn't sound like much of a career.
Hey, it's a career. You know of her. I know of her.
but who knew of Wasp really before she was in the Ant-Man movie?
Cyanide bitches, and they watched a lot of Wonder Woman and Buffy that they thought, oh yeah, well,
all right.
shit, pick them with Wasp.
If I can explain something for a second, the Wasp character, the one that was popular in the comic books, was the Michelle Pfeiffer character, not the daughter, the Evangeline Lilly character. So the Evangeline,
the mom.
So they replaced who was. She was like a female James Bond. The two were like James Bond and his wife. They've erased all that, got rid of all that. Now it's some happy-go-lucky burglar comedic comedy stand-up guy and this soy SJW. So what I'm telling you is the original Ant-Man and Wasp comic books were really, really good. And the woman was a good, strong character. But what they've turned it into now, as you guys can see, it's another white, strong, prominent female soy cuck male who needs to do what he's told and stay in the background. So screw Disney and Marvel. Fuck them.
Yeah, Austin Archer's got the sort of same opinion because he says, "Oh no, I'm not one to quickly suggest a good old-fashioned cancelling, but I'm good on Evangeline Lilly. That's more than enough for her for me. I'm totally cool if I never see her in a major studio film ever again. This is bullshit."
Well, how about this? Let me ask you guys this, okay? In the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Wasp and Ant-Man, the bad guy, girl, the ghost character.
I haven't seen it.
How popular is that as a villain? How popular is that in the comic books? Non-existent.
Non-existent, exactly.
Right, so it's not even level A, B, C, D, F, or Z. It's just it's agenda, the message.
Yeah, it's complete contrived bullshit.
Well, it all is really.
Just like what they did with the Mandarin in that horrible Shang-Chi movie, they turned him into a cuck. I'm trying to be really nice with my word because I know there's a lady in the chat. But the Mandarin was the 7 rings in the comic books was powerful, and he would never.
Okay, it was a love scene. It was a fucking love scene. Anyway,
he threw his rings to a woman and back to him.
We talked about that. Let's talk about this.
All right.
Reed reads. Pretty sure people care about Wasp. I'm pretty sure they don't, but more than Evangeline Lilly, recast her. We don't need more of this in the MCU fandom. What a soy bitch. He's even got a fucking LGBTQ flag with a Black Lives Matter fucking stripe
Oh, how
on.
nice.
So he's gonna be watching Wonder Woman and Buffy.
Oh man, it's just the whole MCU thing. It's just a travesty. You know, they're getting rid of Superman. They're getting rid of Batman.
Right.
You
Oh
know,
no, we'll get a Superman. We'll get a black gay Superman. Remember, don't forget that.
Well,
and we're
what
getting a female Thor.
yeah, but you know
Yep,
what?
you're
Batman
right.
and Superman you're getting? You're gonna get a T-Rex Batman and a T-Rex Superman, like dinosaur Batman and Superman. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't heard that.
I'm not buying it.
Well, I'll show you it after this because this is nearly fucking.
Oh, I'm
finished, I
not
think.
surprised. I mean, they're willing to dig up anything for money now. I'm not surprised. Yeah, why not cross dinosaurs and Superman, right? Perfect. What a masterpiece.
I mean, I believe it's true. I just it doesn't appeal to me. It has no appeal.
Well, it doesn't appeal to anybody, right? You're exactly right. I mean, they'll find out after they spend millions of dollars on it. They'll find out well, wow, that didn't appeal to anybody, did it? And by the way,
Right.
how can anybody still hold out hope for that new Doctor Strange movie? I mean, come on. Reshoots galore after a year, and the whole the Phase 4. I mean, come on. And what's her name? The horrible, whatever her name is from that. What is it? I even forgot.
The witch, the Red Witch.
That's it.
Oh,
Knowing that she's going to be center of attention in the new movie. Oh no! And Doctor Strange has to go ask her for help. Yeah. And by the way, I used to read Doctor Strange comic books too when I was a kid.
And she.
Guess who else is in the new Doctor Strange? That Chavez. She's in it. So
when you do it, you're a hero. But when I do it, I'm a bad guy.
Right. You're brave and strong. You go, girl.
Right.
Right. We're going to get more of that. Yeah. And there's people out there still looking forward to that movie. And the sad thing is, I'm a huge fan of Sam Raimi, going back to the original Evil Dead.
Yeah.
There is no way he ever would have signed on if he knew it would have turned into the shit show that it is. There's no fucking way. Because when it burns, which it will, just like The Last Jedi or Stand Up and Jedi or whatever that last horrible Star Wars movie, this movie's going to come out. It's going to stink like.
Yeah. Alternative Jill says she won't ever watch Shang-Chi. But I think it says won't watch, but she's put want. So I don't know if she wants Shang-Chi or just don't want to watch him. But
she's smart.
I think it's both. I don't think she wants
Jill,
it
you're right.
or will watch it.
Yeah, well, that's because she's a girl and Shang-Chi's all masculine action.
No, Shang-Chi was, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but he was tucked into a corner by women in that movie.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he was cucked.
No,
he was cucked into by his sister and his best friend.
No, he wasn't, because his sister, he let her win because she fucking she fucking pretended to fucking quit, and she cheap shotted him, and he didn't even want to beat her up because he was like, I don't even want to fight yet, but he had to defend himself a bit.
Okay, so how many excuses to let the women win? Like the Mandarin throwing his rings to the woman, like he giving his balls to the bad guy. How many times? But that's not cucked. So
how many times do I have to fucking tell you? That was a love story, little bitch shit that they put in for the women. I didn't fucking write it. I was saying there was good fucking action, because right, Shang-Chi 2 is probably going to be one of the best fucking films in the MCU Phase 4. Or Phase 5 will it be now? Yeah, because Shang-Chi was in Phase 4. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they're calling it Phase 4, but it's just shite.
Well, anyway, Christine Crackio says, why would Evangeline be so loud when Jennifer Garner and Kate Beckinsale are still literally right over there, existing and good at acting? So she's wanting Jennifer and Kate to replace her. And then,
Well, Garner made a lot of money. She started that honesty company, right? And this is when she was still married to Ben Affleck, and she started a company called the Honest Company, and made all these products and built an empire. And she has a lot of money and juice in Hollywood. So replacing Evangeline Lilly with her is a no-brainer because she already has a built-in audience of people who buy her products.
right, well, I don't even know much of the female actresses because I just see them now and again, unless they're a real big actress. So I'm not really much into the female actresses sort of knowledge in that. Well, take your word for it though. So yeah, Lily previously found herself the target of outrage as she revealed that she had attended an anti-vaccine mandate rally that took place in Washington D.C. late in January. So yeah, she started it off there, didn't she? I believe nobody should ever be forced to inject their bodies with anything against their will, wrote the Marvel actress at the time, taking to Instagram to share a handful of pictures she took at the event. And we can see, yep. And then Lily also condemned how unvaccinated individuals have been threatened with violence, attacks, arrests, or detention without trial, loss of employment, homelessness, starvation, starvation, loss of
Well,
education.
and they've instituted retroactive criminality.
Yeah,
So things that were not criminal beforehand, but they have now outlawed, and they're
society.
going back and charging them for things that they did that weren't illegal at the time.
Refusing to get injected or insulated or I inoculated. But anyway, this is not the way. This is not safe. This is not healthy. This is not love. I understand the world is in fear, but I don't believe the answering fear with force will fix our problem, she declared. I was also pro choice before COVID, and I'm still pro choice today for some reason. But anyway, yeah, that's that story. Done. But anyway, getting back to that Batman and oh, I think someone's gone about it. Yeah, pop culture's apologise. Yeah, yeah. Have a great night, guys. Yeah, cheers, pop culture
Cheers.
creator for popping on that. So, yeah,
Yeah,
have a good
cheers,
night,
brother.
yeah.
You need to pop off, man. I don't think you said anything wrong. I'm sorry
No, I think
if you felt like we talked over you.
no, yeah, I think he was fucking getting sick of you just talking about shit.
Oh well, I apologize.
Yeah, well, all right, man. I prefer sci-fi, but action is good genre when the story is strong. I didn't see it because none of the comic fans I trust had anything good to say about the story. Yeah, well, fucking the story wasn't out great. So it was still good. Fucking just as good as you would get in fucking most fucking Marvel films and that. But the action was good though. The action was
The
like,
action
oh,
was good, but the story was bad.
well, to me the story was all right. Not great, but well, people just didn't like that. I think because fucking they like slagged it off and then it did good. But, let me get loading comment. There we go. Look at this. Like new Justice League limited series for DC depict the Justice League as dinosaurs. The Batman. Or Bat Dinosaur it should be.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna fly.
Nah, I think it's a fucking poor attempt to get like kids. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Look.
to get young kids, you know, I mean, I maybe like toddlers, you know, but the whole thing about the great DC animated movies and shorts and stuff was that it appealed not only to younger people, but it appealed to adults as well, because it told a story on two levels. You could have just your regular story about, you know, that appealed to children, and they could have a good time and everything, but there was a subtext that also appealed to adults. And what I think this is going to be missing is that subtext that also appeals to adults.
Yeah.
And let's face it, most of the animation, the great animation that DC did for a very long time, did that so well. You know, it appealed to younger fans who didn't get the subtext, but they could watch it and enjoy it, and their parents could watch it with them and enjoy the subtext that kind of went over the head of the children. Kind of like SpongeBob, all right? SpongeBob, when you look at it, is just like a kiddies cartoon. But the jokes that are in there are funny for adults as well.
Yeah, a bit like the Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck sort of.
Right. It had multiple levels. It was a layered story that had the ability to appeal to a wide audience of not only children but adults. Whereas this new stuff, it doesn't have that ability to be cross-generational.
Yeah.
It's only going to appeal to children, and adults are not going to tune in.
Well, it's written by kids, isn't it? But anyway, seen that though. Jurassic League, they're calling it.
Well, and that ties in with they're going to come out with that new Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Right.
And the beauty of that movie, and what is bringing people in, and what is getting people excited about the trailers, is that they've brought in the original characters. They've brought in Jeff Goldblum. They've brought in Sam Neill. You know, they've brought in Chris Pratt and the people who made the newer Jurassic Park movies, but they also brought in the original cast like Laura Dern and Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum to give it context and to tie it in to the original stories so that it has a canonical verisimilitude that appeals to a larger audience who is looking for that tie-in. You know what I mean? They're looking for it to be tied back into the original stories that started the excitement to begin with.
Yeah. They're like the continuation of like the genre and that. But
Right.
see
It's
that,
cross.
yeah.
It-
But you see that on the screen though? That's supposed to be the Joker, I think.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I think it's
It-
should be green though, but for some reason they've done it yellow. But it looks like the Joker. I'm not quite sure. Well, that's Batman though, or it could be one of Joker's.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell that's Batman, but I have no idea what the Joker is supposed to be. I mean, it looks kind of like a baboon, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I think it might be the Joker. Yeah. Comes out May the 10th anyway. If anyone's interested in reading about Batman.
I mean, I like anything. I hope it's good. I would like to enjoy something, and if it has something new and different to tell that makes sense, I'd give it a shot. But it just doesn't look that good.
No, I don't think it is. Well, not better than Shang-Chi. The Shang-Chi was fucking good at film, I thought.
Yeah, I have to admit I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on it. I do think that from what I understand is that they stole a lot from more famous characters like Fu Manchu, who was a very established character, had a long history, not only in comics but in movies and serials.
Female Thor, so they don't really give a fuck about like respecting the characters.
Right. I mean,
At least
Thor
Thor
is a man. You know, I mean, Thor is a man, and Thor appealed to women. You know, women came to see Chris Hemsworth. They came to see a man be a man.
Yeah.
You know, they came.
Love and Thunder.
I just don't. I don't think that's going to work either.
No, yeah, I'm right. That won't. I'm surprised fucking what's her face didn't break her arm out.
I mean, I think she came for the paycheck.
Oh yeah,
you know,
lifting up that hammer. I'm surprised she didn't break her arm. Hey up though. Alternative Jill says the best animation isn't specifically created for children, but still appeals to them at the same time. Example: Star Trek animated series, Batman, and Rocko's Modern Life. Right. Yeah.
Absolutely, Jill. Absolutely. Like, that's what I was trying to express, is that it was something that was multi-generational. It was made to appeal to not only children, but it was made to appeal to adults as well. And I go back to SpongeBob because that's
know, but they don't, and it's not pointing to telling them because the globalist bitch fucking commies won't let them make good shit no more.
It's just sad. It's just sad that we've come to this point where we want to love stuff and they just won't let us.
Cyanide bitches are blame. They
You
watched
know,
Buffy. It was like
I
you
mean-
should have watched Buffy and claimed it was the girlfriend. Yeah, tell me the guinea pig collects him, give him some like.
well, I mean, the biggest thing that has been busting my balls for a while is all right, there's a variation on Superman. It's called Red and Blue, all right? And
Right.
in it, Superman has lost his power and is in basically a concentration camp. Okay?
Oh, yeah, where he gets
And-
that book.
Yeah, and every day they would take him in and they would fuck him in the ass.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no kind way to say it.
Why
They
call
took
it
Superman.
just
They took
called-
Superman and they raped him day in and day out
Yeah,
and destroyed
yeah,
him.
yeah. Well, make the conversation a little bit more cheerful than talking about Superman's fucking ass getting raped.
But there's no way to make that cheerful, man. They did that.
Talk about it. We know about it. So yeah.
But that's where we've come to. That's where we're at.
So
How can you take the greatest superhero of all time and make him an object of derision and exploit him
soy nerds?
in that way?
So soy nerds. They're thinking soy nerds don't really know much about masculine action. So if they're seeing Superman getting bummed, they aren't going to really notice the difference.
It's just it's deplorable. It's
Yeah.
just it's deplorable. You know. I
Well,
mean, make something that appeals to everyone. You know, it used to be that these people were people we aspired to be, and instead they're tearing them down, and they call it deconstruction, but it's really just destruction.
Well, it's to make everyone be like a sad little soy-nerd bitch and just curl up crying, hoping that Wonder Woman will save them.
Well, and look at Wonder Woman 1984. It bombed.
Have a not, yeah.
It was bad. It wasn't a good movie.
No.
Like Wonder Woman, the original Wonder Woman was very good with Gal Gadot. The first one they made, it was a great story, and she was a strong woman, and she wasn't intimidated by Steve Rogers, and Steve Rogers wasn't made to be a simp. He was a partner
Well,
in
I thought
her
Wonder Woman,
adventures.
I thought the first Wonder Woman had some alright bits in it, but as an action film, it was pretty fucking terrible.
But it wasn't horrible. It wasn't a story that took advantage of the male character in order to bolster the female character.
Well, the
It
film,
made them,
was an action film with shit.
but it made them both into good.
Well, this is why you
strong
get
characters.
shit when people are like, "Oh, Wonder Woman ain't too bad." They're like, "All right then. Well, we're gonna give you fucking shit, fucking female Thor." I've told everyone this, but they won't listen. Oh, they will listen, but they won't fucking change. They won't say, "Right, you're right." Fucking, let's not fucking what can if but soy-nerd bitches or like earning loads of money by being soy-nerd bitches because fucking the algorithm fucking helps people fucking make themselves seem like soy-nerd bitches, and so they do it for the money.
Yeah, but the money isn't there. The people that are seeing these films are not the people who buy the toys. They're not the people who watch, you
Oh, that's
see a
what
great
YouTubers. You see, the audience, to see the audience as being a bunch of fucking little bitches that watch Buffy. And so they'll be like, right, when you watch Buffy, then watch fucking Batwoman.
Yeah, well, I don't watch Batwoman. You know what I mean? Like that, it has no appeal to me. It doesn't do anything for me. They went through 3 actresses and they said,
Well, they
you
don't
know,
think there's enough masculine men out there. Obviously, they know I'm out here, and you and a few others, and that, like Tommy and that. But the rest, I think, oh, you just soy little bitches.
right, but I'm not going to go out and buy your toys. I'm not going to buy your books. I'm not going to have my posters on your wall, because you are not respecting me. You're not showing me anything that I can enjoy, I can love, I can respect,
No, no. Well,
and it's sad. It's sad.
well, they're doing shit for you though, and me nowadays. They're doing it for the generation coming up. Well, like the young kids and that, and the generation coming up, and 2 or 3 generations before them that aren't even been born yet. But they're trying to brainwash kids into thinking that Buffy is action-packed fucking like adventure.
And it's just not. It's just not good.
No.
It
Well,
it
it's that thing, like Power Rangers, where fucking they made fighting real kiddie-ish, and it's all right if you're a kid, but then you grow up a bit. But they're like, oh no, 'cause it's easier to make fucking kiddie action because you don't have to be that fucking like precise and that because it's kiddie action, so you can make it look like you're not even kicking anyone. But as long as the actor's selling it, kids will fucking buy it. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but I think they're wrong. I don't think the kids will buy it. I think they will reject it. I think they will be like, this isn't for us. This isn't good.
well, they don't know anything better though, do they? Some of them.
I just don't think they'll buy it. I just don't think that they'll
There wasn't like it anyway for
the whole message that these book people, like, they were like, oh well, if you don't like it, then don't buy my books, blah blah blah.
if you don't like my politics, then don't buy my book.
Right. And you know what happened? No one bought their books.
Well, the shit out of they. And the thing is there's so many soy nerd bitches out there who, instead of being like me, being a cunt, and you say, no, that's shit, even before I've seen it. But I just know it's going to be shit because it's written by fucking people who are fucking capable of knowing what a fight is. And so I'm not going to buy an action comic with a fucking superhero fighting. Anyway, cut long story short,
Look,
I ain't going to watch their shit, but other people will, so they'll keep doing it.
a 30-pound woman cannot kick a 300-pound man's ass. It's just physically impossible.
Yeah.
Like, I've fought big guys. I've hit them. You know what I mean? And like when I was in the army, right? And in the army, they went away from from hand-to-hand fighting, right? The army contracted with the Gracie family to come up with a form of what they call combatives. Okay, and
Jill
and
says she agrees.
and it's a combination of all martial arts, and it goes from level 1 to level 3.
Yeah,
And I went through level 2 of combatives. Okay, and it teaches you moves to use against people who are bigger than you, but
yeah.
they're moves that work because you're using the power and the leverage against your opponent. You're not going, a 30-pound woman is not going to kick a 300-pound guy in the chest and
No.
send him across the room. It just is physically impossible.
Yep.
You know, you have to use tactics. You have to use leverage. You have to use physics.
Yeah, but then that
Pure
gets too hard.
physics.
That means you have to know something about fucking fighting, and they don't. So they just write. Yeah. So they just write in fucking shit. Oh yeah, she punches him, and she punches him like a man, and she also takes punches like a man.
Right, and
the usually big bug bikes that can't really move around much.
And it's just it's physically impossible. The physics of it don't work.
No. It's because they don't know shit. It's like they get hired because they will do what they're told. And that's why there's a lot of people just not going anywhere near Hollywood because it's like, fuck you. I am not going to be fucking told to write some shit that I don't like. Even Skyfer. He was like, no, I'll rather do my own stuff.
Yeah, they were like, I can't write something that it doesn't make any sense, that is physically impossible. They were like, I'd rather write something that has a modicum of reality to it rather than just extraordinary bullshit.
Yep.
Well, hey, look, Jens, man, I really appreciate you having me on. I'm sorry if I ran off Blubberpuss. But
you read your more.
I gotta get some sleep. I gotta get some stuff done in the morning, and it's almost 1 a.m. here. And
Cheers.
So
come on, yeah.
I really appreciate you having me on, and I really appreciate the invite. And it's always a pleasure to speak with you, my friend.
Yeah, man. Yeah, anytime, man. Well, yeah, anytime you're free in that. Yeah, that thing.
Well, I appreciate it, brother, and have a great rest of your stream. I'll be listening, but I gotta hop in the shower, and then I gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I'll be doing pretty much the same. Like in about 10 minutes, I'll see if anyone else pops on, because like they might do, but I don't think so. I'll be probably ending the stream soon.
Well, right on, brother. I appreciate it, and everyone in the chat, thanks for being here. Thank you, Jill. You're always a pleasure to have. And Jens, you're a great streamer, and I'm always honored to be asked to be on. So thank you very much.
Oh yeah, okay, pop it on. Come on. Yes,
yeah. I look forward to hanging out with you soon.
Yeah, man.
Have a good night, brother.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Yeah. Yeah, sir. Don't think there's any more articles in that really to read. I'll be probably like wait 5 minutes, see if anyone pops on. That's it. I sent some links out, but then anyone wants to come on, talk about anything, because it's open sort of debate now, because articles finished. And like, yeah, I did a video, released that today, about Sonic 2. And a series coming out with Knuckles in it, like a spin-off series with Knuckles. And yeah, it looks like Jim Carrey's in Sonic 2 and all, so yeah. Probably go see it when it comes out. I want to go see number 1, so I might as well go see number 2. Give Sony some fucking cash to make number 3, because they're making number 3. So, see what number 2's like. Comes out April the 8th, in case anyone was wondering. Well, I think it's April the 8th in the UK. I don't know in America or Australia or other parts of the world. Yeah. In fact, there is the trailer out, so might have a look at. Yeah, Sonic 2 trailer. Yep, the official Sonic 2 trailer. 2 minutes 17. Yeah. Let's share the screen. There we go. Yeah. I'll have to pause it now and again because I've fucking been getting copyright fucking issues. I think it might be with the music. If there's music and you know, be playing that shit. But straight away though, see Sonic in a Sonic fucking boom run. Sonic 2. Trailer starts now. Yeah, cops. Keep it Sonic. Oh yeah, doing like a Batman, Superman. I mean, Spider-Man sort of thing. Could be a Superman thing and all, but Superman's more of the daytime though. Yeah, this is fucking good here. It is sort of like a superhero Sonic. Bit of comedy in there, yeah. Yeah, bit of Batman, Blue Justice. It's got the thingy dude who played Cyclops in. Didn't know if he was going to be number 2. Yeah. Looking like a superhero film feel about it. Yeah, yeah, Jim Carrey. He got back from that island where, spoilers, in number 1, he gets left on it. Yeah, yeah, he's got his. Don't know when they're gonna make him fat though, because the what's it called? Fucking Dr. Robotics was quite fat, and so I don't know when they're gonna make him fat, but they definitely got his like look going now, because like in the first one he didn't look like Dr. Robotics. But yeah. Yeah, gotta get some like a crystal. There's tails, got tails in it. Yeah, it's looking quite actiony, because the first one was a little bit actiony, well, quite a bit actiony-ish. Definitely at the end it had some action, but yeah, this looks like it might be action all out. Yeah. Get the ding ding rings in there for the fucking like Sega sort of fucking thing and that. Oh, yes, popping up out of me. Green Dixon. Fuck you. Yeah. But yeah, it's looking good, guys. Looking good. Yeah. Yeah. It's got that sort of fucking Shang-Chi feel to it, even though people don't like Shang-Chi. Well, they like Sonic though. And yeah, they kept with the fucking Sonic from the first one, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, Knuckles, Elber, Alice, Ice, Elber Ice, there is doing the voice. Yeah. Yeah, looking good though, looking good. The goal. Definitely watching it. Probably got a couple of pictures to see it in there. But yeah, Sonic 2 trailer. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Grant Gregory. Yeah, yeah, so you're all, yeah, man, yeah. Okay, just been talking about, oh, forget her name, but Ariel plays the Wasp in Ant-Man and Wasp, being cancelled for supporting the truckers. I go, okay, now. All the SJWs like, oh, fuck her off. They want to replace her for Ant-Man and Wasp 3. So, I go, yeah, yeah. And then I was just looking at the Sonic 2 trailer, and I was talking about DC doing Batman and Superman as like dinosaurs, which is real crazy in that. Yeah. Yeah, they're like going to be closing because hit the 2 hour mark, sort of thing. It's a bit late where I am, so yeah. But thanks to Mr. Monk Gregory, Mr. Grant Gregory, popping in that. Cheers, man. And cheers to Alternative Jill for popping in. Thanks. And thanks to Tommy for popping in and that. And cheers to Pop Culture for popping in and being on the panel and that. Cheers, man. And yeah, cheers, Keely Chow, for popping in and that. Yeah, and cheers to Captain Marty Spock and that. And yeah, cheers to Cam and all for popping in and fucking coming on the panel and that. Cheers, man. And yeah, cheers to Bone, popping in and that. And yeah, cheers to Ann Star and all, popping in. Cheers, man. And yeah, I'll be doing me Bond review and spoilers tomorrow. And it's Diamonds Are Forever, I think. I'll just double check. Yep, Diamonds Are Forever. Is the Roger Moore 1971. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow. So, like, yeah, I've done a video about Sonic 2 and the Knuckles series spin-off thing that they're doing. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.